Welcome, everybody, to a late night edition of I'll Hang Up and Listen. I am your host of Two Goalies, One Mike, Duane Steinow, and I just got home from RJ night. Obviously, we all know and love Rick Jeanneret and what he's meant to us as fans throughout the years. Me, in my near 35 years of being on this planet, a good chunk of those years, I'd say about maybe 27 of them, were, spent as an avid Sabres fan, and Rick Jeanneret was a huge part of that. And that man got his place amongst, rightfully so, alongside some of the greatest players that ever played for this team. Dominik Hasek, Danny Gare, Pat LaFontaine, the French Connection, Tim Horton. Like I said, just to name them off, and hopefully many more to come. I hope maybe someday we see Ryan Miller up there. But again, I know a lot of you have probably already gone to bed, so you won't see this till tomorrow. Or maybe you got caught in traffic like me trying to drop off producer Steve at home after the game. Just an absolute gridlock, and I kind of joked. It's like they wanted, I was stuck in traffic for 45 minutes, and they wanted to put a football stadium downtown. Like it wouldn't have worked. But that's a veer off track. Just what a win by this hockey team. And I'm having trouble getting my octaves up higher. Because in order to get to the game on time, I had to do a sprint, literally start to finish, from my vehicle to the arena to not be there in time to get my banner. But luckily, couple clicks for DJ Mock and his mom, Ritzy Mock. She ended up with Trainwreck Sports and 7-1 Blitz. His mom was sitting directly behind me, and apparently, I guess, her sister, was willing to part with her banner when she heard that I didn't get one, and she was willing to give me one. So give me hers. So, a couple clicks for her. I really do appreciate it. I love you both. And just here, we're going to raise this banner where it belongs. Just for now. I think right here will do. For now, we'll put you right up there, Rick Jeanneret. Where you belong, for sure. Right up there. Right. Actually, no. You know what? Forget that. You belong between Millsy and the greatest ever put on a Sabres jersey, Dominik Hasek. So there we go. Right there. Let's straighten that out. Let's get right into it. Oh. There we go. So I can't stress it enough what that man has meant to me as a fan. His ability to bring this game to life. One of my fondest Rick Jeanneret memories as a fan during the October storm. Buffalo, I believe, was playing Detroit. In Detroit, and we were in kind of lockdown in our houses, no power, by candlelight at night. I listened to that game on an AM FM transistor radio, battery operated, and we listened to the game and listened to Ryan Miller play one hell of a hockey game. And it was like I was watching or even at the game, the way Rick was able to bring that game to life. And how much he knew we were as fans and just as a community struggling back home. And he brought that game to life for me. And, it was like I was there just sitting at my kitchen table by candlelight, listening to that game and hearing the Sabres win in a shootout is unbelievable. I also once, when I was 14 or 15 years old, peed next to Rick Jeanneret and in between periods. It was awesome. And he said to me, "Don't ever get old, kid." So I always thought that was pretty funny. I just, I had such a time in my life tonight. I put out an emotional post a little bit earlier, kind of just my thoughts on the night and what tonight meant to me and what it meant to see all of those fans in the arena. Like, we made the walls shake tonight, everybody. There was a wave, and then didn't just last one or two loops around the arena. It lasted a while. That was awesome. Fantastic. And to see the Sabres come out as hot as they did, 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Then you let them get back into the game. 6 goals scored in the first period alone. And then to see Olofsson, Mr. Power Play, score the game winner with that incredible shot of his top shelf. As Rick Jeanneret would have put it, top shelf for Mama hides the cookies. Man, my voice doesn't have it right now, just from that friggin' sprint and just yelling all game. Whew. But just an incredible experience, an incredible game. And honestly, it was a storybook ending. 100% a storybook ending because, you know, the players were saluting the fans. And then from what I understand, RJ was down there to just shake all the players' hands as they got off the ice. And Alex Tuck escorted RJ out onto the ice. It was unscripted, and they took a big team picture. And I know Cody Eakin was involved with it too, but I mean, that's the guy you want doing that, right? Alex Tuck, Mr. Buffalo Sabre. You know, I bought this jersey. It's an Alex Tuck jersey, and I got the C on it for a reason, because I truly, truly do believe he will be the next captain of the Buffalo Sabres. And I truly, truly am stoked that when he is, I can be the one to say I was the first one to get an Alex Tuck jersey with the captain C on it. Nobody else had it. He didn't even have it. I had it. So a couple clicks for me, little humble pump. Sorry. But it was such a storybook ending to, you know, what was an incredible game to be at. And again, just to be able to, like, you know, one of the coolest things about not just being a Sabres fan, but just a Buffalo sports fan, is whenever you're at these games, man, everybody around you is just family, straight up family. You could high five strangers, hug a stranger. Like the guy I was sat next to tonight, it was an absolute, you know, avid Sabres fan. He told me this season, like, he did not miss any games this year. He missed 2 total games this season. What a season to, like, not miss really any games. His name was Andrew. And, you know, to only miss 2 games in a season like this, that's dedication, man, through thick and thin. And I can't say that for myself. Because this was the first year in you know, many years where I wasn't a season ticket holder in some way, shape, or form, whether it was with my dad or splitting them with my cousin, you know, buying tickets with him. Like, you know, it's been a very, very long time since I just didn't have season tickets in my hands. And, you know, I still went to games this year. Me and producer Steve have been to quite a few, but I think this team is making me want to, you know, get season tickets again next year, you know, 100%. And I'm going to talk to my old man about that for sure in the days coming up. But again, just the way that ended, him coming out on the ice, being the first star of the game. I mean, it was just a really, really great, iconic storybook ending that we're going to see pictures of for a very, very, very long time. Brad May winning the greatest RJ call of all time, and him being there and talking about it with the fans and how RJ, what meant to him. And in his video, he said when Brad May dies, they're going to play that clip and remember and talk about RJ and how iconic that moment was, you know, not just for Brad May, but the city of Buffalo. And that'll be a part of his funeral. And I don't disagree. And you know, the only things, and then Ryan Miller, his, you know, we all know that, you know, how well Ryan Miller is able to articulate his thoughts and speak. There's a reason why he was always asked to do interviews after games, because just for those reasons alone, he always gave a very educated, well thought out answer. It was never just the cliche, you know, answer you don't want to hear from players. But to hear Ryan Miller, you know, give his thoughts on RJ in his video, probably at home in California, things like that. I loved everything about tonight. You know, a couple clicks for the Buffalo Sabres. They did a phenomenal job. 100%. Unbelievable job. So a couple clicks for them. You know, met expectations, exceeded expectations. That was a lot of fun tonight. So, and the fans really helped with that too. The fans were a big part of the reason why that game was so electric. And it, you know, they knocked it out of the park. And I think this team is really starting to care about what this, you know, they're starting to care about what this crest right here means to us as fans, to see them perform like that and that well and work that hard. It means so much to us to know, because they could have lost tonight. And honestly, we still would have stood there and gave them a rounding ovation, standing ovation because they went out there and they busted their asses for us. They busted their asses for RJ. And it was just, we appreciate that as fans. It means a lot to know that, like, it's it means as much to you as it means to us. And you recognize that. So you go out there and you bust your asses for us because you know how much it means to us. So I think finally, after years and years of maybe not, I think there were players that did recognize that. Like, I know people don't want to hear this. I think Jack Eichel did recognize that when he was here. There were interviews where he did make mentions of that, but I just never think that the team as a whole collectively realized how much this all meant to us. This team realizes it and they're embracing it. And that's what makes this team so special right now. And I hope it just keeps getting special. When you would add guys like Owen Power and JJ Paterka and Jack Quinn, and down the line, your Eric Portillo, your Devin Levi, embrace this community, and we'll embrace you. And before I continue with just my thoughts on the overall performance during the game, we have a lot of comments in here. So let's get right to those. Starting with Chris Durrick. What a game. So happy for you, Duane. You were there to enjoy every minute of it. RJ getting the first star of the game, being on the ice with the team, and having his banner raised. It was a great night. Let's go Buffalo. Couldn't agree with you more, Chris. It's late night here on the West Coast. I'm watching you. Thank you for your videos. Happy to perform, bud. Absolutely. I enjoy this, especially after a win. I don't always get to it. Sometimes I pass out right after the game, but I do enjoy doing this. Rakeem Davis, thoughts on RJ Barron's ceremony? Unbelievable. Just an absolutely unbelievable job by the organization. Again, 5 stars out of 5. It's 8:44. What are you talking about? So okay. I like it. Besides, it's RJ night. Exactly. Sorry, I was driving. It was a slip of the tongue. I should have said. I love it that they're having like a full-on conversation. Did those highlights of RJ night hit you in the feels like it did for me? I love this. They're like having a full-blown conversation in the comments here. Patty Lala, long live Sabres, hashtag NHL. I love that game on Sega. Absolutely not. Hashtag NHL 94. Unbelievable game. I used to play it all the time against my brother. Always the Sabres, of course. He was always the Canucks. Paul Valbury versus LaFontaine and Mogilny with hashtag. Absolutely electric matchups between me and my brother. Sabres wanted to show that they are playoff caliber. Vegas game, Heritage Classic, Chicago 0-4, and tonight proves that. I love that Tuck was the first to help RJ onto the ice. Tuck needs the C on his jersey. I agree because I got it. So don't make me look stupid, Buffalo. Don't make me look stupid, Granado. I got the C preemptively on the Alex Tuck jersey. So, don't make me look stupid, guys. Unless you do, and then it's just a one-of-a-kind jersey. So, but as far as the game goes, a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Tage Thompson with 2 goals tonight, 2 tucks tonight, to get 30 goals on the season. First time we've had a 30-goal scorer. I maybe somebody can refresh my memory in the comments. I don't know the last time we did have a 30-goal scorer. Jeff Skinner. Sorry. Yeah. Jeff Skinner scored 40. And then, Olofsson got on the board with the game-winning goal on the power play. Surprise, surprise there. And, I believe the other goal was, I need to refresh my memory. I'm sorry. Tage had 2. Olofsson had 1. And I cannot remember who had the other one. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm going to take a look right now. This is unprofessional. I apologize. Let's take a look. There we go. Sabres goals tonight. Tuck with 2. Krebs. Can you feel it, Mr. Krebs? Absolutely. Peyton Krebs with his 7th goal of the season. Again, a guy who has definitely I'm not sure we expected him to be here this year, or right as soon as he has been. And he's been like a big locker room presence. You see him read out the starting lineups and gets the team pumped up. And absolutely, he's been a very, very big part of this team and their success. And again, firing the team up every day in pregame. So every game in pregame. So Craig Anderson, 22 saves on 25 shots against. Great performance from Craig. Got a little scared there in the first period, especially there at the end when Nashville was putting their foot on the gas a bit, but Sabres held in there, played well defensively. We were out shooting them a lot for the most part throughout that game. The Sabres were able to get that game in the garage. And again, I've said this before on this post game show. They're not just getting leads and just sitting back and hoping and praying that they get these games in the garage. They're keeping their foot on the gas, and even if they're not scoring, they're still playing aggressive hockey, and it's been fun to watch. Their back checking has improved immensely. Their play in front of their own net has improved immensely. Matthias Samuelsson, I'm telling you right now, man, that guy has the potential to be a first pairing shutdown defenseman. To go alongside whoever your puck carrier is, whether it's Owen Power or Rasmus Dahlin. At this point, it probably looks like Rasmus Dahlin. That's not a knock against Owen Power either. I just think that Dahlin is really starting to emerge as the guy we all expected him to be. I'm not gonna. How can you deny it at this point? He's been phenomenal. He's aggressive. He has zero fear when carrying the puck in the offensive zone, and he has zero fear in his own end either. Which you need as a defenseman. You need as a guy with the ceiling, the expectations that you have in Rasmus Dahlin. So, other points tonight: Dylan Cousins with 2 assists, Peyton Krebs a goal and assist, Victor Olofsson a goal and assist, Tage Thompson with 2 goals, again getting 30 in the season, Alex Tuck with 2 apples, Skinner with an assist. And that'd be it. But again, a great performance, start to finish, with maybe 5 to 10 minutes where it was a complete mental lapse by the Sabres. But Nashville, Matthew Sheen with 2 points, 2 assists, Ryan Johansson with 2 assists, Benning with an assist, Philip Forsberg, who was, there's a lot of rumors going around that they're trying to extend him. He might not be a Nashville Predator next year. Who knows? But with a goal, and Luzon with a goal, and then McCarron with a goal, and an assist going to Tolvanen. And UC Saros with 31 saves on 35 shots against. And I am proud to say that I started, at least in my section, a Saros, you suck. It was cool to get that going in my section. For all the people that joined along, I really, really do appreciate it. A lot of fun. But I really hope, I know we have some tough games against teams like a couple games against Florida and Tampa, and with Carolina mixed in. Again, a big test for this team. My goal, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I don't care about draft position anymore, man. Just keep winning hockey games. Don't worry about draft position. I understand that this team wasn't built to be a winner. Well, you know what? They're winning hockey games now. And I think winning in terms of culture and development is extremely, extremely, extremely important. And anyone who tells you different has never played hockey before, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because this is very important. Building this type of culture and winning these hockey games. I'm sorry if we lose out on Shane Wright. Sucks. Or Logan Cooley. Sucks. But you want to know what, man? Winning these games is important in the grand scheme of things, on these players and their development and their ability to lead going forward. You hear it in their voices when they talk. These teams become a family, and they believe in each other, and they're playing out there for each other, and they are winning for each other, not just for themselves, but for all of us as well. So, again, just an unbelievable game start to finish, and I was extremely happy. Me and producer Steve made the call to go, because it was a ton of fun. Sabres moved to 25, 33, and 11, and then again, maybe you can get yourself into a position where you can be an above 500 team. That'd be the first time in a very, very long time, over a decade, I think, where you've had an above 500 record. And again, people in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong. You have a chance to move ahead of the Red Wings here next week. I think they sit 25th in the NHL. But I don't care, man. Just keep winning hockey games. That's all that matters to me. That's really all that matters to me. Just keep winning hockey games. And we'll keep coming. I hope Alex Tuck is right, and this isn't just a one and done thing with the fans showing out tonight. Keep showing up in that building. Support these guys. Support this team. We need to more now than ever. So especially going into next season. And looking into trying to find their schedule right now. The games. Okay, here we go. They have the Panthers tomorrow at 1:00, and then the Hurricanes on Tuesday. Well, technically, yeah, not tomorrow. Tomorrow being Sunday, because today is Saturday now. And then the Hurricanes on Tuesday. Thursday, the Hurricanes again. Then the Panthers again, and then the Tampa Bay Lightning on April 10th. And then, excuse me, and then we have the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto, which should be a good game. I'm sure they're going to be fired up after losing in that Heritage Classic. Before we go, obviously we have a few more comments here. Sabres back checking so improved in the last few weeks. If they are not best players on the ice, they're being pests, and that is making a huge difference. I agree. That is like the game within the game too. Those are things that like charts and graphs can't really read. It's like the ability to antagonize and get under people's skin and have teams looking over their shoulders whenever they go to get a puck into a corner. That's the game within the game. And it's extremely, extremely important because it can create turnovers. It creates hesitancy. Players second guess their actions and what they're going to do. Dahlin just needed confidence. He got burned earlier and it bit him. Now he has learned to trust himself and he's fearless. If he sees a lane to the slot, we got him for the offensive style of D. 100% agree. I really hope they can hit the 30 win mark. I agree, man. I'm ready for it. Give me 30 wins this season. 100%. It is almost 5 after 12 here, guys. I don't want to keep it for much longer. I've had a lot of fun tonight. I appreciate you coming and joining in the comments here. Please make sure if you enjoyed this video that you do subscribe to our channel at 2 Goalies 1 Mike on YouTube. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. Really do appreciate everything you guys do. And when you join on these videos and interact, I couldn't express it more. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Just search 2 Goalies 1 Mike. You see our logo. Please subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. Really does help a lot. And I just want to tell you guys how much I love you all. I appreciate you always hopping on with me whenever I do these shows. And hopefully this isn't the last win of the season. I doubt it will be, but they do have a tough schedule coming up. And it's all about RJ tonight. So many memories. Thank you, RJ. Yes, again, to end this, before I say my line here, thank you, RJ, for 51 years of just absolute iconic calls. Really bringing this game to life. Again, my favorite goal call of all time, hands down, will always be Derek Plant in overtime, 1997 against Ottawa. Steals the puck on the wall, takes it into the zone, crosses the blue line, slap shot, hits Ron Tugnut's glove and trickles in past the goal line. And Tugnut throws his gloves over his head because he knows they're just lost in Game 7. They lost their chance to go to Philly. Are you ready, Legion of Doom? Here come the Buffalo Sabres. I really wish I could get more bass in my voice right now. I'm sorry. Are you ready, Legion of Doom? Here come the Buffalo Sabres. That's the best I can do right now. But thank you, RJ. Thank you, Sabres. In Tuck we trust. And I'll hang up and listen. Enjoy your night. Let's go, Sabres.